Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The West, the guys in charge of us, are writing a new narrative, a new paradigm. They have a new paradigm which is we are attacked by Putin. We have to unite and defend the world against Putin. Remember, until now it was we have to defeat Putin in Ukraine, stop him over there. But now, I think now these guys try to unite us in accepting that they will eventually put troops on the ground in Ukraine, NATO, and whomever gets in the alliance. I have here about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 articles to prove to you that now things were activated, the paradigm shifted. So let's start with the first one coming from the Telegraph. Here it is. This is from December 29, 2023. Putin must be stopped, says Biden after record Russian airstrikes. So Russia conducted a overnight missile and drone attack on Ukraine. 158. You gotta memorize that number because I'm going to use it. 158 missiles and drones. It was the biggest Russian missile and drone attack since the beginning of this war. So 158, remember. And because of that, something changed. It was so big that, right here, Putin must be stopped. We must stop him. That means remove him, stopping, whatever necessary. After record Russian strikes. Okay. It says here that Joe Biden has called on Congress to take action so that weapons and vital air defense systems can be sent to Ukraine in response to a record number of Russian airstrikes. The next number, so the second massive attack conducted by Russia, had about 130 missiles. So this was 158, the other one was 130 or something. So remember, 130 versus let's say 158 changed everything. This is like those guys in the past where they wanted to, I come from Romania, I lived through this. You have thugs that try to smack you. Now, unless they know who you are, and they will not touch you because they know they will be smacked back. So what did they do? They try to find a reason. Regardless how logical it is, they will claim that they were hurt in public. They were embarrassed in public or something like this. Therefore, they had to smack you, as punishment. So they would say, hey, what are you looking at? Even if you were not looking. And you say, hey, and you say, I was not looking. Oh, do you think you're a smart guy? Pam, pam, pam. That was the reason. It's like, for instance, in families where you have your wife or your husband coming one day and said, Gigi, I don't love you anymore, and I want a divorce. And you say, what happened? And she or he would say, well, I heard you farting in the garage. Yes, honey, but I fart all the time. Yes, but this fart was longer. Instead of being, it was. Therefore, I can't put up with that. It's a massive fart. And that really, really hurts my feeling. And because of that, I have to divorce and I don't love you anymore. Now, obviously, that is not and could not be a reason for divorce or don't loving someone anymore, which he did or she did in a garage many times before, almost the same length. The same. Here, with 158 missiles and drones versus 130 and 110 and 1. Nah. Anyway, but we have something more to prove you that this is just the reason these guys want to change the paradigm, which is us, all of us, against Russia. And we have to act now. Second one. See right here? 30 people dead and more 150 injured. Let's take this. 30 people dead. I am very angry because the Ukrainians and the Russians kill one another. And because, in part, for other interests, mostly for other interests, not related to the Ukrainians or Ukraine or something. No, Russia is the prize they have to destroy. That's what bothered me. 30 dead. So let's say a month has about 30 days on average, right? So we have what? 900 dead in a month, if we go by that. So these guys tell me that for 1,000, which is an awful amount of people, for 1,000 people a month, we should go and intervene and he must be stopped. Horrible. Okay, well, that means in 3 months will be 3,000, right? If we keep everything constant. 3,000, right? So let's say October 7th, November 7th, December 7th, January 7th. So let's say Gaza, 3 months, more than 20,000 people versus 3,000 people. I'm sorry, 20,000 people, let's say, right? 20 versus 30 versus 3,000. So almost, I'm going to say, let's say 9 times. Do you hear these guys saying that someone else must be stopped in Gaza? And if not, why not? Do you know why? I do. I know why. I can't say it. I cannot say it. If you and I want to meet again here, then I should keep my mouth shut on that one. All right? Again, for 30, we got to act, got to stop him. For 20,000, no. And it was not even 3 months over there that I considered. We still have what? 10 days or so? So it would be about 30,000 versus 3,000, 10 times. Now let's move on. That's why I can't like selective values and principles and all this. I don't like that. That's no values. If it's just here I apply it, here I don't apply it because no, that's not value. Here, next one, Ukrainska Pravda. German Foreign Ministry in aftermath of massive Russian attack. We won't move an inch away from Ukraine. First question, who exactly is we? I would like to know. We is you, the club that got activated, or the German people, you decided for everybody, or NATO, or who's we? Won't move an inch away from Ukraine. Why not? Because you see what they're doing over there? Okay, what's going on in Gaza? That's a different story. Okay, it is a different story. It is a different story, but even if it's a different story, Ukraine has the right of self-defense. So does the Jewish state Israel, correct? Correct. But still, you can't defend yourself with everything. Just take the numbers. If I am angry that these guys killed 30 people a day, 3,000 in 3 months, and those guys killed in not even 3 months, 20,000, why aren't we not moving away from that at all as well? Well, you know why. But what do we expect? Foreign ministry in Germany right now is a joke because you got the infantile 13-year-old brain Annalena Baerbock saying all kind of garbage. So again, the 158 missile attack, killing 30 people and injuring 150 or some, that is the fart in the garage. And that made us, because it was and not that. No, I can't take that, man. That's the last drop, you see? No, let's move to another one. Because these guys, and I'm going to show you in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 articles, is like in if you work for someone, unfortunately, you go over there and you have in the your colleagues, you see the brown nosers, the ass kissers. When the boss does something average, you hear these guys immediately, boss, that was fantastic. I've never seen that. Oh my God, you're so good. Ooh, I'm all getting wet right now. That's what these guys do. These guys are going to be activated right now in saying, yes, Biden, we can't put up with this yet. This is the last drop. We have to intervene. That's the whole point. We have to intervene, send more weapons, and fool these baboons here that, hey, you fight for the right cause. The monster killed 30 people in one strike. And the other guys, no. All right, next one. Biden, this comes from ABC News, urges Congress, what a coincidence, to pass additional aid following Russia's aerial assault on Ukraine. Well, didn't the United States of America run out of the last aid for Ukraine? Yes. Oh my God, so they used the longer fart, to build the narrative, the paradigm that we need to do this now? Exactly. And if you don't, you must be with Putin. Are you with Putin or with us? Well, I think there's more than that. Now, only 2 options. We like diversity in other imbecilic terms, but diversity of thought? No, we don't accept that. We like uniformity of thought. Next one. Lithuanian president, this comes from Ukrainska Pravda, on large-scale strike on Ukraine. There is no limit to Russian brutality. This Nino Papalino, his name is Gintanas Nauseda. I don't know, this sounds like Indian to me, but anyway. This guy says there's no limit talking about the fart. So the fart is so bad that that proves is no limit. 30 people a day, no limit. I want to hear you talk about Gaza, now said Nautilus, Jules Verne. I want to hear Nautilus talking about this. I'm going to call this guy Nautilus. Tell me about something about Gaza. You wouldn't fucking dare. Why? We know exactly why. We can't say it, but we know. Now, again, there is no limit to Russian brutality. Let's get to the logic of that. No limit. Well, let's see. Did they use nuclear weapons? No. Now that's the limit. We're not going to wait to that one. Okay, well, if this one major incident caused that kind of reaction, how about the United States of America, for instance, invading a few countries and definitely doing much harm, more harm? Is there any limit to the brutality? So again, is that the limit? No, they still have nuclear weapons. They didn't use them. So again, not logical, incorrect statement. There is no limit. And if you talk about, well, we don't have to wait until then the United States must be stopped. It invaded, bombarded Yugoslavia, invaded Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria. Now it wants to do something to Yemen, Iran. Again, how do you call it? Serbia. They want to go to Taiwan, the woodchuck in North Korea, China. So this guy must be stopped. And Putin after that. How about that? And if we are about to talk about these guys that must be stopped because, they're so criminal, maybe we should look back in history and get some presidents and make sure they get the punishment as well, don't we? No. All right, let's go to the next article. Remember, these guys are the brown nosers that show up. So the Germans, the Germans foreign ministry jumped on the fray. This guy, Nautilus, jumped on the fray from Lithuania. Lithuania. Who/what are you? Who are you? 4 or 5 or 8 million people? 2.8 million people. If you get all of them together, you can put them on a football field. Just kidding, obviously. But this is the big guy. When you hear, oh my God, that's the big guy over there talking. All right, let's go to the next article. Ukrainska Pravda. Russian attacks on Ukraine show that Putin will stop at nothing, the UK Prime Minister said. So this guy says that 30 people, as bad as it is, they were killed, and the 159 missiles this one fart proves that he's an asshole, I should divorce him. But that Putin will not stop at nothing. All right, would you dare to say something like this about someone 10 times worse than that? In terms of destruction. I mean, a person killed is civilian killed is a civilian killed in Ukraine, France, Germany, Gaza, Israel, right? They have the same value, or they don't. Now here where it becomes tricky, and right. So again, will stop at nothing. Well, if we use the same logic, why the world did not rile against the United States of America when they started bombarding, let's say, Yugoslavia, or the first lie about Iraq. And after that, everybody should say, hey, wait a second, that's a lie. This guy would not stop at nothing. That's why I don't shed tears. Unfortunately, this guy's behavior changed me, and a person is going to show the other side instead of just saying, you know what, all this garbage in Ukraine, where Ukrainians kill Russians, Russians kill Ukrainians, is because of those guys. These guys that try now to get all of us, not only Ukraine, what they say. These guys are losing in Ukraine, NATO, and they try to find new blood. I said this, the last time when I said this was this morning. They're going to try for new blood, and I said the new blood will be Poland, Romania, maybe Bulgaria, and the Baltic states. This, or maybe Georgia, and I said Armenia in the Caucasus. That's it. These are the next useful idiots. So yeah, get ready, because Putin proves he will not stop at nothing. Or as Nautilus said, there's no limit. We gotta react, man. We gotta react. Remember the Americans said when they attacked and invaded a sovereign independent country of Iraq, we are in immediate whatever danger. We have to strike, preemptive strike. Right there. You got it? The same thing. The same thing they use. And let's see the last article here, coming from Ukrinform. This idiot right here that I don't know what he's got underneath here, and That looks very weird. I'm going to show you. Look over there. That looks very weird. What's over here? What's over here looks very weird. Corset or something. This guy is full of anything in his nostrils, ears, mouth, ass. I don't know what's underneath. I don't want to know, but I kind of know. Look at that. This straight thing here, that's not his chest. This is flat. You see this straight line here? You see this straight? I mean, go and look at the picture on a different, on your computer, not on my video. And look at this one right here. And this one. It's something gonna need that to keep him propped up so he doesn't... Anyway, and this guy says, I'm coughing here now, Biden, Putin's objective remains unchanged. He must be stopped. Well, Russia said and Putin, they said their objective many times. And even if his statements where he said these are the Russia's objective, you don't take them seriously and you think that, hey, no, his objectives are these ones. You came with his new objectives. This is what it is. You see this? My right hand goes up, elevates, palm, and then goes down, boom. Now I say, well, I get my hand up and then I go down. And you say, because let's say you don't like me, and you say, no, Emil threatens me with a handgun going up, and when it goes down with a knife. Totally different interpretation. And then you got Nautilus and Sunak Maharishi. Yeah, that's true. Emil got the weapon up and then put down the handgun and then down the knife. And Putin is like, no, I just got a hand up and hand down. No, that's not what you did. So what are they going to do about it? So again, Russians said objectives differ from what these guys say his objectives are. Why? Because they know better. You know, when they ask you, hey, Emil, what color you like? I like the color black. What, meow? Come over here. My cat is here. What? What? You woke up now and you want to play? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. He wants to play. Mommy, not now. Wait about 3 more minutes at the most. So now he says, that the objectives, this attack changed it and proves that. His objectives, you said, were the same for the past two years. This little fart that was a little bit longer changes the whole relationship between us. Remember that thug? He just wants to punch you in the face. The same. These guys just want to, and I'm going to use his Biden's statements. Again, Russian dictator, okay, whatever, who unleashed a full-scale war in Europe. I think you guys actually, come over here. Yeah, you're right here again. Wait, don't step on those guy things. You're gonna stay here with me? Very good, very good. I've never seen this kind of cat like this. Beautiful. Now what? Do you see something over there? Okay. Hurry up, baby. It's gonna let me work here. No, this is not work. This is fantastic opportunity for me. Now let's go here. So it says, overnight, Russia launches largest aerial assault, the longer fart than usual, on Ukraine since the war began. This massive bombardment, 30 people died, used drones and missiles, including missiles with hypersonic capability. That's just that they travel faster, but they say including missiles with hypersonic capability. It's not the explosion, it's that it's faster. It's faster, that's what it is. But people might not know. Left. Hypersonic, oh my God. To strike cities and civilian infrastructure all across Ukraine. How about Gaza? City, civilian infrastructure all across Gaza? Yeah. Will Biden say anything about it? Oh, fuck, AIPAC. All right, let's move on and read from the big guy, right? And I'm quoting, it is a stark reminder to the world. See how he included the word now? The world. After nearly 2 years of his devastating war, Putin's objective remains unchanged. He never said he's going to change them. So what changed? You want to punch, you want to get the world. This is what changed, the world. He seeks to obliterate Ukraine and subjugate its people. He must be stopped. So this is your interpretation. Not that, not the Lincoln. Interpretation of this is wants to subjugate and obliterate Ukraine. You have nothing to do with that, right, Biden? Nothing. When Ukraine wanted to negotiate with Russia, what did you guys do? You must fight. You can't stop. When Russia wanted to discuss with you his, some security guarantees in 2021 up to December, What did you do? Just start a war, man. You're late anyway at the meeting. So, shush. I mean, you can talk, and I can analyze your garbage because I have some memory, and I put things together in a certain way that these guys don't like it. Why? Things that must not be told. The same with Gaza. All right, my friends, here it is. Get ready. We're going to have troops on the ground. Remember when I told you many, many times before that these guys will have love-making troops? They're going to use euphemistic terms for these guys, troops on the ground, that are over there right now covertly. And they will be overtly. Why are they going to say, oh, we need to protect civilians and infrastructure? We're going to have, we're going to demand a, how they call it, no-flight zone. Who the fuck are you? I'm the best. Because you say so? Yes. Well, if you're the best, I'm the very best. Who says? I feel like. So, things that you can do, I should be allowed to do as well. So if you consider yourself the greatest, I'm supposed to be considered, I don't know, the perfect? Again, here you have it. It's going to have troops on the ground. I said it. They will find love-making troops or peacemaking troops or something like this. And you see they're going to get in. And they're going to, the narrative will be parroted by the mass media. Works for them, not for us. And you're going to see they will try to do this. And will say, if you don't agree to send more money from your children's future to our interest in Ukraine, then you are with Putin. If not, I don't know. This is the way it works. You'll see. You'll see. I'll be here. I don't go anywhere. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.